Welcome to Frequency Healing Podcast. I am your host, Amber Clovey. Throughout this podcast, we're going to be talking to experts in the field from around the world in the realm of energy and frequency healing. The product that you're going to hear us talk about is the Tera-P90, which you can learn more at olylifehealing.com. And we're going to be interviewing customers who are utilizing this device to heal their body at a cellular level. I've been on this journey for almost a year now, and I have seen this device transform lives. And so I wanted to bring it here in a podcast form to inspire you as we hear from the customers who have personal firsthand accounts of how the Tera-P90 has changed the trajectory of their health story. So without further ado, let's jump into our next interview. We're back with another episode of Frequency Healing with Oli Life, listening to stories of people with amazing testimonies regarding the Tera-P90. So we're here with my friend Tanya, and I am excited to hear how she has been loving her P90, and I wanted to hear a little bit about her story. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
What was something that piqued your interest when you heard about the Tera-P90? Like, what are some of the things that you struggled with that you were hoping to find relief with the Tera-P90?
Well, I was introduced with the Tera-P90 in January. And at the time, being 51 years old, I thought I was in excellent health. And I honestly thought I didn't need it. And it wasn't until it was about 5 months later, at Easter time, I had a complete ACL tear in my knee. And it was excruciating pain for about 2 weeks. And then I remembered the gentleman who had introduced me to the P90. And when I got it, so I ordered it. And when I got it, and again, this is being in pain 24 hours a day. So if I was sitting in a chair, I had also, with the accident that I was in, I also pinched a nerve in my back. So I was sitting in the chair, my back would hurt. If I was standing up working on my clients, my knee would hurt. And so just 15 minutes on the P90 when I got it, I was totally pain-free. And so it arrived on a Monday. And so I hadn't read the directions because I was in so much pain, and I just was
wanted to get on it.
I just got to get my feet on it, but I didn't know how much time. And so I just did 15 minutes, and then I jumped up and then decided to read directions. But just in that 15 minutes, I went from partial range of motion to full range of motion.
Your first session?
And my knee has been pain-free since. So, and that Friday, when I had met with the ortho surgeon said, well, I'm sure you're in a lot of pain. And I was like, well, I'm not in any pain. And the ortho surgeon was like, well, according to this MRI, you have a lot of fluid in your knee. And I was like, I don't have any fluid in my knee. And so, of course, she doesn't want to hear that because that's not how they make money. And she just want to do surgery. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I've been literally since the day I got the P90, I have been totally pain-free with a complete ACL tear. And I have full range of motion and no fluid in my knee.
So you don't have to do surgery, or you're not even taking medication for the pain. The P90 took care of all that for you?
Yeah, yes.
My goodness.
I'm not taking any pain meds, no surgery whatsoever. And, the P90, is doing it. And so I think what really sold me on the P90, I had read an article, and it wasn't from the company. It was literally from NASA about how a pulse electromagnet frequency therapy can heal non-invasively cartilage. And I said, well, if it could do that, and that's what NASA says, then I'm going to go with what NASA says.
It regenerates your body at a cellular level. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. I'm sure if that was your only story, that's what you would tell anyone. But what are some other benefits that you've noticed with the Tera-P90, or maybe with your friends using it?
Oh, I would say another one. I was an insomniac.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to get up and probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would stay awake until 5 o'clock in the morning. And I remember even the first day that I got on it, it's been the best sleep ever.
Mm-hmm.
So now my body shuts down about 10, 11 o'clock. And when it shuts down, I get into a REM deep sleep.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The frequencies, they reset your parasympathetic nervous system and just allow you to get into those deep sleeps and stay asleep. Yeah, I've experienced that too. I think sleep is one of the big testimonies we hear from a lot of people is pain and inflammation. Those are the top ones for sure. Like those are
Yes.
the immediate testimonies that we hear. And imagine how much money you saved by just using the Tera-P90 without getting the surgery, without the medication, without all the side effects of all the medication. Like, it's amazing. It really blows my mind.
Yes.
Like, I love hearing these stories because everyone's story is so different.
Right.
So you use it before bed. You use it twice a day. What levels
Yes.
are you on, and how long are you on those levels?
I do level 10 for 30 minutes a day. Usually when
You're
I wake up.
intense. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not even on
Yeah, I
10.
do. Yeah, I do level 10. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I drink a glass of water. I get on for 30 minutes. And then usually right after dinner, that's the time where I get back on. I drink a glass of water before and afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And so usually right after dinner, I get right back on and I do another 30 minutes. And even when I went on vacation, I went to Cancun 2 weeks ago, and I even took it with me on vacation. So it's like I will not miss a day. I've never felt so better. I'm 51 years old with a complete ACL tear, and I have energy. I'm not fatigued. I'm not tired. Oh, and another thing, when we talk about it, takes away inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
I always call it the doughy look. Because in America, the food system is terrible, and the wheat and just eating a lot of wheat products here in the States, my face would look very puffy. And do you know, I took a picture and stuck it on Facebook Saturday, and everybody was like, "Oh, you look so good. You look so good." And I look and I don't have that puffiness that was in my face that I had before. And I think sometimes we get so used to being, bloated and puffy. You think that's just how you're supposed to look. And yeah, I literally see it's not like I'm doing a different diet or anything. The only thing's changed in my life is getting on the P90 twice a day, but I don't have that puffiness in my face anymore.
That's amazing. Yeah, the frequencies, they do more than just address pain or just address inflammation. Like the way that it promotes the microcirculation, our cells are able to absorb nutrients better, and our body can, thrive off of what our body is doing, our cells are doing. Like your benefits are going to be like, we hear testimonies from physical ailments to even spiritual, like having spiritual experiences, more of emotional trauma being released. Like this device isn't just a pain approach, but it's a multifaceted. It gets to the cells, like the root of all the things, and what we see and experience on the outside is a reflection of what's going on internally. And so that's amazing. I love that you have that before and after photo to compare, like the difference just in how you look and you see yourself. But you have your story of your ACL tear. That blows my mind. So do you have to go in and have x-rays often so they can monitor it, or where is it at currently? You're not in pain.
Well, yeah, so I'm not in pain. So the orthosurgeon, my suggestion was, well, why don't we wait 6 months? Because I'm not in pain. I have full range of motion. Right now I'm back to walking my dog every day. I go for an hour walk, and I'm even lifting weights. And so I'm with another orthosurgeon for 6 months from now, just to make sure everything was good. Is that everything's going to be good? But yeah, so I'm just kind of monitoring it that way. But yeah, I mean, people can't believe I'm doing what I do with a complete ACL tear. And, like I said, I'm walking my dog. I'm not in any pain, full range of motion.
And this was the only thing you changed?
That was it, yeah.
That's amazing.
And I haven't been on any pain medicine, no anti-inflammation medicine, nothing,
Wow.
Absolutely nothing.
That's amazing. So incredible. I love this device so much, and I love hearing stories like yours. So inspiring. I think that we can educate people all day long about the science, but these stories, this is what people connect to, and this is what inspires people. So thank you so much, Tanya, for taking time out of your day to share your story with us. Thank you for sharing your story with all of your friends and family so that you can be a part of their healing journey with sharing this device. I'm so excited for our audience to hear your story and your experience.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.